Hi friends, good morning. In this short video, we'll have a look at it when you are trying to solve a problem, how to approach it. There are a number of ways to solve it. This is one such approach which we have figured out, and it may work or it may not work. This is inspired from the business model canvas. So let's start with when you're sitting in an interview. So how do you solve, or if a question is given, how do you start? Where do you start with? Is the first point. So first one is after the question is given, try to form a one-liner of it so that you will have the gist of the problem. He might explain that problem in like 3 or 4 statements. Try to form a one-liner. That's the first point before solving things. Then look for the hints. What are the hints that you will have it? So after the hint, don't start with coding. Don't straight away jump into code. What you do is try to write the possible test cases. What is a happy flow? What is a negative path? What is a positive? Positive boundary. Try to write 3 test cases, not more than that. Just to make a note of it so that you can visualize what is the input and output. So once you are done, then start with writing the code and also choose the algos or DS. While doing that, just call out what it is running in your mind. Okay, because as an interviewer, the person who is sitting opposite to you would like to hear your thought process. Okay, so even if you are doing it alone, when you're sitting before your computer, it's good to call it out and then start doing it. Okay, then go for the alternate design. The assumption should be the last point of your entire problem solving. There should not be an assumption. If there is an assumption, just to call it out. Okay, so you might now ask, what is the special about the business value problem solving canvas? So generally, how we tend to solve the problem when at the early stages is like when the problem is given, we'll start with the point number 6, where you'll have some assumption in your mind, and then you'll start writing the code, then asking some queries if you have any, and then once your code is ready, you will try to feed in the test cases. While feeding in the test cases, he'll try to twist your questions. Like for example, let's take a simple factorial problem. He might given like what if I give a -1 or a 0, or what if I give a bigger number like a beyond the integer limit. So he'll ask all the questions to probe you. So if you are clear about first, you will not fumble at the time. Like for example, if you have not written handling the negative cases in factorial, you have to go and sit and rewrite the code. So which for an interviewer will give you a perception that you haven't thought about it, and then you'll go and ask for the hints and other things. So instead of following the reverse path, so you do it on the from the first. So that is all about this business model canvas. Instead of starting with assumptions, start with the hints and the test cases. So while writing the test cases, you will have all the queries. Okay, what is the maximum range of this? What is the minimum range of this? So those things will come into the test cases. So that's why it is clubbed together like 2 and 3. So while starting the test cases, you will have all the questions. So at the end of the test case phase, you will be clear about what it is all this. Actually, this approach is not something which is new or groundbreaking. This is called test-driven development in terms of like development thing, where you write the test cases and make the test cases fail, and then start writing the code, and then move it forward, like making it successful. Okay. So the same thing we have put down in a chart so that you can follow it logically. Okay. Thank you, friends. Bye bye.